Hello, and welcome to another episode of Ask an Assistant, the podcast for executive assistants and the people that love us. I'm your host, Jess Lindgren. Let's get to work. A couple things off the top. One, I just spent 9 days in California. I am finally feeling rested and adjusted and back home here in New York, just in time for me to head off to Tampa this week. Anybody in Tampa, give me a shout. I would love to say hello. Glad to be back in my home studio, missing California dearly, and coming to you with April housekeeping. A couple things off the top here. We've got National Volunteer Week coming the week of April 20th through the 26th. You can see episode Ask an Assistant number 15, which is linked in the show notes, where I talk about volunteerism for your employees, whether your company allows VTO, volunteering time off, whether you have specific causes that you support, maybe you organize a group day of service for people from your company, however it is that you get involved, whether you let employees do that individually or you do it in a bigger, grander format as a company at large, being involved in your communities for causes that people care about, children's school, pets, animals, the environment. These are all great things to consider volunteering, allowing your employees to volunteer time toward. So give that episode a listen if you're looking for advice about how to implement some National Volunteer Week excitement and encourage volunteerism in your employees. Second, we also have Administrative Professionals Day coming up, April 23rd. I have found a few different folks that are offering training sessions or meetups or any kind of something surrounding Administrative Professionals Day. Jeremy Burroughs has a session this year, which will be linked in the show notes. You can find that in his circle community. There is a free portion and a premium portion where there's programming and all kinds of fun stuff. You can also find me popping up in that community. The IAAHP has a number of meetups across the country that will also be linked in the show notes, things that are happening on Wednesday, April 23rd. And myself, Ask an Assistant, if you go to adminproday.com, I'm hosting some training sessions this year on email management, calendar management, and boundaries setting and maintaining. Super important stuff that folks have been asking me about for a long time. I would love to see you there. Adminproday.com gets you all of the details. On top of that, Jeremy Burroughs has been graciously sharing Ask an Assistant episodes on his Leader Assistant podcast feed. And I have been seeing an uptick in folks both subscribing to my newsletter and listening in on the podcast. So a big welcome to everybody from the Leader Assistant podcast who's been stopping by. I am so glad to have you here. And taking that a step further, just the way things are going here at the top of 2025, we've just passed into Q2, the start of Q2. I am so immensely grateful every single day for community, both in person and online. I'm so honored that each and every one of you listens to the show, writes in with your questions, connects on LinkedIn, or otherwise gets in touch. I'll be traveling a lot more in 2025 and beyond, and I cannot wait to connect with you, my esteemed colleagues, whether that is in Tampa, in Florida, in Seattle, Washington, San Diego, California, New York, both the city and the state. However that might shake out, please get in touch. Community is so important now more than ever. My husband and I have been working very hard to cultivate community here in the Syracuse area for the last 4 years that we've lived here, and it's going really great. We have a lot of great people around us. We know most of our neighbors. We host a lot of things every month, every year, but there's always room for more. So definitely reach out, get in touch. I'd love to grab a cup of coffee. I'd love to meet up with you and do happy hour or something, whatever that might look like. But please don't hesitate to reach out, askanassistant.com. And until next time, which is coming shortly, take care.